Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 8 of Black Lagoon. Before I get started, just want to let everybody know, if you don't know already, I am going to be taking the week of May 19th off, so I will be gone from May 19th to 25th. I'm going on a little vacation, and unfortunately no videos will be coming out that week, but I am pre-recording things before I leave so that I can get right back to releasing stuff once I'm back from vacation. So no videos from me next week, but hopefully you guys are okay with waiting for a bit. But anyway, back into what we are watching today. The last episode was mostly just Rock and Revy running errands, and there's still some tension going on from their last job. And it came to a head with Revy and Rock like really getting into it, Revy pointing a gun at his face and actually firing a bullet at him. But Rock was pretty badass last episode. He definitely showed more of his business savvy, his negotiation skills, his ability to stay calm in tense situations. And I think Revy was a little intimidated or a little pissed off about that. But Rock basically told Revy, it's like, I was pushed around and like treated like crap at my job. And I left all that because I wanted a new start, but it's just the same. It's just repeating itself. And I'm sick of it. He's like, show me some respect. Just because they have different lives, you can't be looking down on me because I had a different life than you, a cushier life, but he still had his problems. And while Revy is probably not, the biggest fan of Rock right now, it seems to have kind of calmed her down a little bit. She seems to see where he's coming from. They shared a cigarette at the back of a cop car. And for now, they seem to kind of be on neutral terms. Maybe still not besties yet, but there's at least, an understanding, and they seem to be like, okay with each other for now. I believe the preview for this episode, there was something that looked like a kid had been kidnapped by the Black Lagoon squad, and there was like a shot of a woman who looked like a maid or something who looked really badass. So I'm intrigued by that. So let's go ahead, let's get into this episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Rasta Blasta. Oh, this is interesting. What? This is weird. It's like he's doing legitimate work. What? This is present day, right? Oh yeah, this is present day. I mean, not to say his where he was working before wasn't dealing with, some, what's the word I was thinking of, some questionable things. I was like, at this aspect, his look actually is working out for him. Oh, I bet the cargo's the kid, right? That's the kid, isn't it? I could see why he'd be iffy about that. Yep. Whoa. I could see where Rock is like, yeah, this is a little fucked up, you know? kidnapping a child. And also, he knows how it feels, right? At least they got him a little pizza, I guess. And what, an amateur getting kidnapped? Or Rock? Probably Rock, right? Uh-huh, I'm sure. He's totally gonna get attached. He's oh, whoa, what? Oh, okay. Damn, this kid has got balls. It's like Revy is like she can't beat around Rock anymore, so she's taking it out on a kid. God damn. Pointing a gun at a child. Oh, so when it was I saw like Rock get this thrown out by I thought it was by Revy, but no, it's the kid. Maybe Rock can like be like, hey, I was kidnapped by them too, and I ended up staying with them. That's really effed up, man. Like sell off a kid? Sell off anybody is screwed up. Oh, they effed up taking this kid. Interesting that Rock would happen to know about these families in South America. I think Rock's starting to realize, like, oh, this kid might be telling the truth, actually. A dog? Okay, an actual dog. I thought it was like code for something, like maybe a hitman or something, or like some sort of fixer. Who knows? I wonder if maybe Revi, when she was younger, maybe something happened to her. Maybe she was sold off or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about her past, really. Okay, I was like, what a weird thing for him to know about. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's not a coincidence. Like, what are the odds that Rock just happened to know all this stuff about his this family and these like this like material? Oh, there's the maid. Okay. Yeah, I almost feel like the kid is just like, because I'm guessing this maid is probably, yeah, definitely more than meets the eye. Like a total badass. But I wonder if the kid is like, I almost feel a little bit sorry for you because my maid is coming to get me and she's going to basically kill anyone who she sees as a threat to me. It's always the unassuming ones, right? You got to learn that the ones who kind of in these kinds of shows, it feels like the ones who look like the least like they're going to be total badasses that are. Like, you can look at Revy, you can tell she's a badass or Dutch, but what they say about how the family can only afford one maid and something about like a dog, like the family's dog. Is she like the family attack dog? I think they meant an actual dog though, but that was a weird thing to ask about. And yeah, I imagine she probably stands out in a place like this. People are probably going to hassle her, think she's like an easy mark or something. Oh, I'm excited for this. Feels like whenever something takes place, like they, oh, and of course it's the bar that they're going to be going to, isn't it? Like, what are the odds that they just happen to go to the same bar, possibly, that this maid is? But that's all they need. Roberta. So they obviously keep her around for other reasons, right? Or maybe they're going to come into this bar and then it's going to be all shot up. Jeez. She almost sounds like a robot, just repeating the same thing over and over again. It's like she's been brainwashed. Oh, I can't wait for the showdown between Revy and Roberta. It's just the lead up. Like, you know she's gonna unleash hell, but you're just waiting. You're just waiting for it. Oh, there's the dog. Aw, sweet. All right, let's see this. He can't move it. Oh, jeez. Holy cow, she jacked. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, so I wonder if she intentionally was going around saying, like, I'm looking for my countrymen to lure them over here so that she could get the information she needs. I'm guessing that was the case. The eyes of a killer or a soldier. Yeah, I imagine she'd stand out. She intentionally was going around asking people. Okay, they're gonna come right in and see it. And then look, they brought the kid. Or not. Okay, I guess the kid's probably... Oh, there he is. Okay. I was wondering what was up with the umbrella. Oh, shit. Wait, that's it? They're gonna end it right there, right as it's about to get interesting. Come on. Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. I mean, come on, we knew... Oh, right, so this is like the lead up. Here's the introduction to Roberta. And then it's gonna pop off. Now, maybe Revi will actually shut her mouth and be like, oh, okay, never mind, the kid wasn't like... Because, I mean, it seems a little bit like if the kid's like, well, they ask, okay, well, have you ever seen her, like, be strong? And he's like, well, no, but she always let me win the arm wrestling. And I was like, okay, that's not really much of anything. But they actually see her in action, that's another thing. Okay, so I imagine this is probably going to be... this will be at least another episode, but I mean, hey, it's probably not going to be as easy as like she blasts up this bar and then she takes the kid and goes. I mean, how nice of them to bring Garcia right to her, but it's probably not going to be that easy because they still have a job to do. And I doubt they're going to just be like, oh yeah, we'll just hand the kid off back to Roberta, and now the cartel is all pissed at us because we didn't do our job. But then the alternative is like, we're going to take this kid and run away and sell him off. And then we've got this woman after us. But I'm very excited to see more of Roberta. Nice to see, like, I just love the show has such badass women in it. It's great. All right, let's see the preview for next time. Oh, God. Like, made to kill. Love it. Like a Terminator? Literally, like, a robot from the future here to kill. Maybe there is, like, a reference to Terminator, right? It's like somebody from the future coming to protect a child. It's been a long time since I've watched Terminator. All right, that was cool. So a lot of, like, talk, a lot of lead up to what is going to be a very action-packed episode next time, it looks like. But, yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing more of Roberta. And it seems like Revi's not learned. She's still holding a gun to this kid's head. I feel like she's just asking for trouble with this woman. But yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to wait a week now to watch this episode. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have to wait a week because I'm going to be probably watching it in a couple of days because I have to have it ready for when I come back, because I'm going to be coming back on the 25th, and I'm probably just going to be too tired to want to record anything. So yeah, I'm going to be actually getting to watch this in a couple of days. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Unfortunately, you guys will have to wait a little bit longer to see how it goes. But otherwise, it's just... You just get to see more of... It's weird to say that you root for the Black Lagoon team, because they're doing some shady stuff, but like, you understand it's tough out there. They got to do what they got to do to survive. But them kidnapping a child, I know the whole thing, they just see him as cargo. They're obviously not strangers to kidnapping and holding people for ransom like they did with Rock. But when it's a child, it makes you think, like, how many times have they done this before that they are just completely indifferent to it? They just kind of have to shut their emotions off and just be like, this is a job. We take our jobs and we do them and we don't complain about it. But it makes me think, like with Revy, I don't know if she was like ever like trafficked or sold off or anything as a child. It just seems like maybe she just grew up with harsh upbringing and having to kind of like fight for survival. Because I would think that if something like that happened to her, she'd probably be more sympathetic. I would hope so anyway. So that might just be like, I might just be spitballing, but you really don't know too much about Revy's past. I don't know if anything like that's happened to her. But it still was a little bit like, as much as I like Revy, it was a little upsetting just to see her just treat this kid like shit. I get it, he's being a brat, but like this kid was kidnapped, and for all he knows, he's going to be sold off, and God knows what's going to happen to him. But once again, just Rock having this really specific knowledge from his past life and it coming into play again. It's a little bit of a stretch, but it's kind of cool at the same time. You see once again how Rock is like able to make himself useful to the group, because if he hadn't talked to the kid, learned all this stuff, they wouldn't have done the research into like have Dutch call, oh my gosh, what is her name? Billa. I am so sorry. I always forget her name. Billa. I gotta look it up. Billa Laika, I think that was her name. Like to look it up and to learn about Roberta. Not that it did them any damn good, because they're walking into it anyway, to Roberta like just blasting people, and she's gonna see them with her kid and be like, why do you have you're the ones who are like gonna bring him to the cartel to sell him off. And I mean, we saw in the preview, it looked like she was kind of chasing them down, just like completely hell-bent like a Terminator. So I am super excited for that. Be watching that soon, but you guys will have to wait a little bit to see my reaction for it. But I'm excited for this, and an introduction to a new badass character who seems like there's going to be like more than just 1 or 2 episodes. Maybe she's going to be even like a recurring character. At least she'll be around for a little bit, because they had quite the introduction with her, all of this backstory and everything. I feel like she's not just going to be kind of a one and done character. Maybe she's going to stick around for a bit, and we'll just truly get to see just how cool she is. But we'll have to save it for a little while, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, and stay tuned, not next week, the week after. Stay tuned for more of Badass Roberta in episode 9. Until then, bye guys.